Hello. So today we're going to go without me singing the Welcome to My World and see if they leave me alone. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Songfather Show today on October 11th, 2019, Columbus Day weekend. I don't give a damn what some of these people are saying out there. Some cities and states have banned Columbus Day. Banned it. Are you crazy or what? Are you people out of your mind? It's Columbus Day weekend. That's it. Period. So, and starting tomorrow, the race for the pennant. And the Yankees have to go to Houston. We wanted to see Tampa Bay so we could start 2 and end 2, but we got to go down there for the first 2. So, and I just can only hope that Joe Buck has laryngitis, and because I can't take him. I can't take him, touching himself every time he says Altuve. Oh, that guy. But anyway, let's go Yankees. Let's do it. So we'll get to some stories real quick, and then tonight's songs, every one of them have to do with, that's right, the playoffs. It has to do with baseball. You figure it out. You figure out what it's got to do, each song. Oh, except the first one. But so let's get to a few stories, if we may. In Missouri, on the final game of his high school career, a student who's had a cerebral palsy his whole life, been on the football team since junior high, and actually had the same coach that he ended up having in high school, but never played a day. Weightlifting team, yep, he did his best there. Basketball, baseball, and ceremoniously at least, or at best, he made every team and got the uniform, but never could participate because his body wouldn't allow it. But he was there. His determination was there. His spirit was there. Got good grades in school. Everybody loved him. He was just a great guy. And still is a great guy. But on this particular day, so he asked the coach if he could. He goes, Coach, could I carry the flag out and lead the team onto the field for the last game of the season? But the last game, I graduate from high school after this. And Coach said, "You sure you can do it?" And he said, "Yeah, I could do it." Okay, and he did it. Best as he can. His arms they're like this, and they put it inside his hands and. Boom, he ran out onto the field. The team behind him, everybody cheering, both sides of the ball. I mean, it was just an unbelievable. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And he did it, and then, took his position on the sideline in his uniform and, cheered the team on and gave them pep talks on the side and everything else like he's been doing his whole life. And they're getting drummed into the ground. Not 1 point is scored. And so it's coming down to the last play of the game. And the coach says to him, you want the ball? Yeah, I want the ball. You're going to go in? Yeah, I'm going to go in. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Gets out onto the field, and everybody's cheering this guy on like crazy. The coach on the other side sees what's going on, calls his team over. Down, set, red putt. Quarterback gets the ball snapped to him. He turns like this, hands it off to the kid, and he goes 80 yards for a touchdown. The only points that team scored the whole day, he got to score on the last play of the last game of his high school career. I mean, my God, what a freaking story. It's kind of like Rudy a little bit, And Rudy. But everybody cheering, both teams, cheerleaders on both sides all came running into the end zone with him and, and congratulated him. It doesn't say if they lifted him up, but in my mind, they lifted him up and carried him off the field like they did with Rudy. What a great, real story. Although Rudy was real, too. So it just goes to show you, when we say, I don't feel like doing this today. My back hurts or, I don't know, my shoulder don't feel right. Stop. This guy's got cerebral palsy. And he just did not give up on himself. So, the miracles would sprinkle down from heaven, but every one of them and the parents that raised this kid, they didn't just say, don't worry about it. We'd take care of you and wheel him around. And, no. He wanted to live his life normally, whatever that is these days. And nobody saw him for having cerebral palsy, which is what we all should do in life. They just saw him for who he was as a person. It's a great story. It's unbelievable. And then when I first saw this story, I was very angry, I got to tell you. But it goes to show you, the old saying, never judge a book by its cover. especially with these media jerks that are out there now. Here's what the headline read. Sesame Street is coming out with a new puppet that will deal with opiate addiction. I was livid. Are you freaking, what are you about? Now I read the story, and guess what? It's right on. The new puppet's name is Carly, character. Her name is Carly. And she is in a foster home because her mother has a very severe addiction to opiates. And every time she goes into a rehab, and then, gets clean when she comes out, she goes home and spends time with her mother, and then her mother, falters and goes back in. She's got to go back to a foster home and blah, blah, blah. And so they're not exactly dealing with the opiate part of it, but how it affects the kids. And they will be able to identify with this character as a child of someone that's addicted to the opiates, and how to deal with it, and how not to blame yourself, and how to get past it, and what you can do, and what not to let bother you. And so, great idea. Now, take it a step further. I think it's timely, of course, but let's have another character come out that's been a victim of bullying. Go through that for a while and let people get to that, save some lives that way. Let's also take it another step and get to make another character that is a bully. That might be my next book. There you go. There's my next kid's book right now. And, the kid comes home and gets smacked around by his father and whatever, or his brothers. You don't know. You just don't know. Or maybe a next door neighbor. You have no idea what happens in anybody's life. So, the bully is always this, of course, mean, but, calculated person, and then, hates everybody and hates society and this and that. But you never know what makes somebody a bully. 9 out of 10 times, even 9.5 out of 10 times, you're going to find out it's from the home life, or at some point in his life, he was always bullied. Maybe he got a little bit bigger now. So, it's a horrible thing that affects the whole country. And I think, let's see how this goes first with Carly here, but let's come out with a couple. And maybe they'll base it after my new book, because I'm going to write it by Monday. So there you go. That's right. And let me get this out of the way, because the rest of the stories are all very upbeat and wonderful. But Mayor de blah, 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 the fake Italian, whose wife misplaced $6 billion that we don't hear about anymore. Interesting. But we are the recipients of welfare right now in New York City. It is at its highest point in 10 years. 10 years. That's it. You keep going, running for president, whatever. Keep dissing the cops. Keep doing it. Good job. And I was going to save that, right? All right, now throw this and then we'll get into it. Jimmy Carter, 92 years old, fell last week in Tennessee. Got a severely black eye, almost shut all the way, in 14 stitches. Came out of the hospital, went home, put some ice on it, did what he had to do, got up the next day and went right back to Habitat for Humanity, building houses for people that need it. Yeah, the Peanut Man. He don't let you down, the Peanut Man. Woo-hoo! Right, Tino? Tino, he's gone. Oh, no, he's escaped. Where are you? Oh, there you are. He's mad. He wants a baseball team named after finches. I said, there isn't. We have the Blue Jays. We have the Cardinals. What else do you want? We have the Baltimore Orioles. I want a team. I want the New York Finches. Wow, what a pushy bird this guy is. So, anyway, let's go. This first song. Obviously, you're going to know what this has to do with the baseball playoffs. But then the rest down. Okay, all right. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Wow. Believe it or not, this happens like when I'm not doing this. I sit and we talk to each other, and we have arguments. He yells at me. Wait till he sees what I got now. No more napkins that he could rip up and throw all over the floor. I got the actual bottom of the bird cage. That's, it's like sandpaper, but it's good for them. It's good for their, I guess they call them nails, talons, whatever you want to call them. It helps file them down when they walk around on it and keeps them clean and everything. But he ain't going to be able to rip that up. Probably he can rip it a little bit, but not like he's doing here. It looks like friggin' Minnesota here. 2 feet of snow here on the ground. But anyway, so here we go. Get ready. Oh! Well, the beat of the drum and hold the phone. The sun came out today. We're born again. There's new grass on the field. Around in third, headed for home. It's a brown-eyed, handsome man. Anyone can understand how I feel. Oh, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me, I can be center field. Well, I spent some time in the Mudville 9, watching from the bench. You know, I took some lumps when Mighty K struck out. So, hey, Willie, Tiger Cobb, Joe DiMaggio, don't say it ain't so, you know the time is now. Well, put me in, coach. Well, I'm ready to play today. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me, I can be center field. Yeah. Take it, boys. Got a beat-up glove, a homemade bat, and a brand new pair of shoes. You know, I think it's time to give this game a ride. Just to hit the ball and touch 'em all, a moment in the sun. It's a Ghana and you can kiss that one goodbye. Whoa, put me in, coach. Well, I'm ready to play today. Yeah, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me, I can be center field. Yeah, today. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me, I can be center field. Oh, yeah. Play ball. So obviously you know what that one is. But do you know what this song has to do with the playoffs? I would like to know. Song blue, everybody knows one. Song blue, every garden grows one. Me and you are subject to the blues now and then. But when you take the blues and make a song, sing 'em out again. You sing 'em out again. Song blue, weeping like a willow. Song blue, sleeping on my pillow. funny thing, but you can sing it with the cry in your voice. And before you know it gets to feeling good, you simply got no choice. Me and you are subject to the blues now and then. When you take a song and sing along, you sing 'em out again. Song blues, weeping like a willow. Song blues, sleeping on my pillow. A funny thing, but you can sing it with the cry in your voice. And before you know it gets to feeling good, you simply got no choice. Song blues. Song blues. Funny thing, but you can sing it with the cry in your voice. And before you know it gets to feeling good, you simply got no choice. You figured that one out yet? I didn't think so. This'll help you, 'cause it's crazy. You shake my love and you mad on my brain. Too much of love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Well, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I left the love when I thought it was funny, but you came along and moved me, honey. Changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby. Woo! Feels good. Hold me, baby. Yeah. I'm gonna love you like I love you should. You're fine, so kind. Gonna tell the world that you're mine, 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 mine. Chew my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I'm really nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, it's driving me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby. Oh, feels good. Oh, let me love you like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. Got to let the world know you're mine, 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 mine. Chew my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I sure am nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Did you figure it out? Hey, 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 hey! Sorry, I didn't mean to get so violent, but I say when the next song comes on. So, a homeless man in Arkansas was high on drugs. I think they said it was crystal meth. Broke into a church and vandalized it, causing over $100,000 worth of damage. Got arrested, got brought to trial, didn't even plead not guilty, pled guilty, doesn't even remember it, which is par for the course. So the judge says, I give you two choices. You can go to jail, where you could face sentencing up to 20 years in prison, or you can go to a rehab place. I should have wrote the name down. Renewal, a renewal rehab place, which is part of the largest church in Arkansas, for a year. Get yourself clean and then come out and stay on probation for a while and turn your life around. So he chose it. And so we went to the renewal, and he was doing well. And I think they said 6 months into it, 5 months into it, he chose God, chose Jesus, and he was baptized in the church that he had vandalized and caused all that damage to. And he's doing very well, turned his life around. So when they interviewed the minister or whatever, I think it was a Lutheran church, so I don't know if they have Monsignors, but let's just call him a Monsignor. What made him do that? He said, all these years we're preaching. He goes, me personally, 50 years, I've been preaching about, learning to forgive people and this and that and turn the other cheek when you can and blah, 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 and help people out of down. If I didn't go and do this, then I'm just going against my own preaching. And, of course, on the preachings of Jesus Christ. And so, hopefully, we have a success story out of this. I mean, beautiful story. And sure is. And little by little, he's working on it and, trying to get his life together. So, and then down in South Carolina, the girls were competing for the homecoming queen. And out of respect and honor for one of the candidates who suffers from epilepsy, all the other candidates took their shoes off. They didn't wear, not even just their high heels. They were going to go in flats. They went down to their bare feet. Because of her epilepsy, she's not allowed to wear any kind of heels, because once the tremor starts, it's a hell of a drop. You could break an ankle. It's a whole bunch of things that can happen. And it's a very it's a very scary disease, disorder for people that don't know what's going on. But this girl was so loved and liked as a person that they wanted to do this for her. They didn't see her as somebody with epilepsy. They just saw her. And the one that comes and puts the crown on the homecoming queen, who was last year's homecoming queen, she did the same thing. So there they are all up there in their bare feet. She ends up winning. Now, it's not fixed because the contestants don't vote. It's everybody in the school that votes. So, boom, there she is. She wins the homecoming queen. Great story. Great, great, great story. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. With the risk of repeating myself, I don't know if I told the story or not, but let me do it again. If I didn't, please, if I did, excuse me. But Mr. Jimmy Carter, ex-President Jimmy Carter, down in Tennessee last week, actually Sunday, so fell down, got a nasty black and blue, almost closed his eye, 14 stitches. He goes home from the hospital, spends the night, puts ice on it, cleans himself up, gets up the next day, goes right back to Habitat for Humanity. Right back. Amazing man. Amazing man. Giving, 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 giving. That's what it takes. So, all right. So, have you figured out the last couple of songs, what it has to do with baseball and the playoffs? No? Wow. I'll give it to you at the end. Listen to me, baby, you gotta understand. All the loving's in the making of a man. Listen to me, baby, it's hard to settle down. Am I asking too much for you to stick around? Every boy wants a girl he can trust till the very end. Baby, that's you, won't you wait? But till then, when I see lips begging to be kissed, I can't stop, I can't stop. I said lightning striking again. Lightning striking again. They just taking over my one-track mind. You're in my heart. All the girls are saying that you'll end up a fool. When I settle down, I want one baby on my mind. forgive and forget, and I make up for all last time. Getting to the sign that she wants to make time. I can't stop, I can't stop. I said lightning striking again. Lightning striking again and again and again and again. Lightning striking again. Lightning striking again. There's a chapel in the pines waiting for us around the bend. Picture in your mind, love forever, but till then. Gives me a sign that she wants to make time. I can't stop, I can't stop. I said lightning striking again. Lightning striking again and again and again and again. Lightning striking again, again and again and again. Again. Figure that one out? It's kind of easy. This time I'm walking to New Orleans. I'm walking to New Orleans. Gonna need two pair of shoes when I get through. I'm walking to New Orleans. I got my suitcase in my hand. Now ain't that a shame? I'm leaving here today. Yes, I'm going back home to stay, 'cause I'm walking to New Orleans. You used to be my honey, till you spent all my money. No use for you to cry, I'll see you by and by, 'cause I'm walking to New Orleans. I got no time for talking, I got to keep on walking. New Orleans is my home, that's the reason why I'm gone. Yeah, I'm walking to New Orleans. I'm walking to New Orleans. I'm walking to New Orleans. I'm walking. That's another song he did, Mr. Fats Domino. Wow, let's get going. We got to get cracking here. Okay, don't know if you got that one. I'm walking to New Orleans. Maybe you know this one. Maybe. Don't let the sun catch you crying. The night's the time for all your tears. Your heart may be broken tonight, but tomorrow in the morning light, oh, don't let the sun catch you crying. The nighttime shadows disappear, and with them go all your tears, for the morning will bring joy for every girl and boy. So don't let the sun catch you crying. We know that crime's not a bad thing, so stop your crying when the birds sing. It may be hard to discover that you've been left for another, but don't forget that love's a game, and it can always come again. Oh, don't let the sun catch you crying. Don't let the sun catch you crying. Oh no. Oh. Tricks, kicks, cats, cool, yeah, school. Yeah, 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 I go to swing at school, where the chicks are kicks and the cats are cool, where we dance the greatest and we dress the latest. Whoa, 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 I go to swing at school. That's cool. My little chick is my heart's desire. Oh, well, the way we kiss puts my soul on fire. Ah, chick, kick, cats, cool, yeah, school. After school we got a rendezvous. I'm gonna plan all the things that we're gonna do. Trading books for cooking, and I'll quit my looking when our days of school are through. I said it's swinging cats and the chicks are cool. We're gonna live now by those raining pools. Did you get it? Did you get it? All right, hold on. Wait, not yet. Okay. So the last two songs are dedicated to the teams that are going for the American League pennant. We know who's gonna win. We really want the Yankees to win. But first, well, it's a lonesome in his old town. Everybody puts me down. I have a face without a name, walking in the rain, going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. I had holes in both of my shoes. I'm walking cases of blue. So $1 yesterday, the wind just blew it away. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. I haven't eaten in about a week. I'm so hungry when I walk, I squeak. Nobody calls me friend. It's a sad the shape I'm in, going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. But we're only going for 2 games. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. Well, it's lonesome in this old town. Everybody puts me down. I'm a face without a name, just walking in the rain, going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. Houston, Houston, Houston. Everybody get up. I want to see a kick line for the New York Yankees. Ho! Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right to the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. That's the Long Island. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Let's go, Dunes. Stella. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a #1, top of the list, king of the hill, a #1. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I know I'm gonna make it everywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York. Play ball, let's go Yankees! Oh my God, what am I yelling about? Tino's going crazy behind me, isn't he? All right, quick, last story. Let me get to one last story I didn't get to. All right, which one? I could save one. I have to do this one, and I'll save the others for Monday. Down in Philadelphia, down in Philadelphia, a treasured family dog was with the family 11 years, a beautiful golden retriever. I used to have a golden retriever named Jake, and he was too big for the house, so I gave it to this girl, Susan, who loved it and took it, and then it ended up going down to Texas with her sister, and then Jake jumped out a second-story window onto the roof, boom, 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 ran across the whole yard, over the fence, and was never to see again. So maybe this was him. Went to Philly from Texas? I don't think so. But anyway, so after 11 years, he lost sight in one of his eyes due to glaucoma and old age, and they had to, take the eye out, but he still had the other eye. And then about a year after that, the other eye went, and now the poor pooch is totally blind at 11 years old. And so they didn't know what to do. And at the same time, the wife got pregnant and then had a baby. So a lot of attention had to be given, obviously, to the baby and the newborn. And they said, we have to get somebody for the dog. So they went out and got a 2-month-old puppy at the time. I think 3 months. Hold on. 3-month-old puppy. And brought him home. So, they could be with each other and keep them company. Well, without any training, any formal training whatsoever, the puppy became a seeing eye dog for the dog. When he wanted to go somewhere, if he was heading in the wrong direction, the puppy would go over and kind of bump him with his shoulder to keep him on the right track. When he went to sleep, he would climb on top of him and sleep on top of him. So if he moved to get off, he knew what to do. Now when they go out, they put the leash on the 11-year-old dog, and they put the other end in the puppy's mouth, and he walks the dog. I mean, come on. Don't tell me there aren't great things happening in this country. We just don't look at them because we're inundated with these morons that think the more gory it is, the more we want to see it, the more we're salivating to see it. That we want to hear about 15, 20 deaths and accidents and murders and this and that. Yes, we need to know what is going on. But how are all these stories not making it to the streamline? Why do people like me have to go search for it? That should be like at everybody's fingertips. You want to change the morale in this country, that's how you do it right there. But if every time you turn on the TV or pick up a paper or go online, it's doom and gloom, and, so I'm doing my part. There you go. Right, Christy? That's what she said all along. I know that these are stories you have to tell, but could you just tell some more good stories? Now basically that's all I do. And if I run out, I'll just tell about me. And, make sure we're voting every day, please, until December 15th. I have my own personal reasons for this, too. And somebody said on Facebook today, well, let's go, people, let's vote. Only a few days left. Well, no. It's through December 15th, not October 15th. So, yeah, I'm going to be a pain in the ass all the way through it, And I thank you all for the outpouring of love and support that you're all doing out there from all over the world. England, Ireland, Australia, not to mention the United States and California and Chicago and Philadelphia and down in Florida, Canada. I mean, forget it. For me, little old me and Tino, come on. Tino, you okay? How'd you do that? That was pretty scary. But, all right, so anyway, that's the show. And like I said, oh boy, we need the Yankees to win. Even if they only win one, and then they come back here tied at 1-1, we have the next 3 games at the stadium. We'll sweep them right there. That's it. We'll win 4-1. And then it's on to the World Series. I'll start coming up with something I can do now. Something really big for the World Series. But it's been a long time coming. I came out of my mother wearing pinstripes. I was at my first Yankee game up in the Bronx at 5, 6 years old. We had, Daddy-O had season tickets. They were in the upper level, but right at the railing. So nothing is in front of you. Nothing. I mean, it's a drop all the way down to the field level, but nothing is beautiful. Right behind home plate, foul balls, this and that. For Giants, too. At that time, of course. Now you know how old I am. The Giants and the Yankees played at the same stadium, Yankee Stadium, before they went to Jersey. So, that's just the way it is. Yankees, baby. So everybody have a good weekend, Columbus Day weekend. There's a very good possibility that I'll be here on Monday, even though it is a holiday. But I'll come in and do a show. But maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just take the whole night off and go into the city and just start yelling Columbus's name. So anyway, catch Joe Piscopo, good friend of the family's, on the Columbus Day Parade. And we'll see you either Monday night or Tuesday night. All right? I love you all. Bam. Have a good weekend. Safe and happy. Have a good night. Tino, anything? What? Okay. We'll see. If anybody out there has any money and wants to start a New York Finch team, just send your inquiries to me and I'll forward it to Tino. All right? I'll just put it right at the bottom of the cage. You know what I mean? All right. Ciao. Bye. Love you. Daddy, I'm leaving. Daddy-o, I'm going. Goodbye. And as Daddy-o's grandfather used to tell him, this is what I meant to sign off with yesterday. At the end of the game, this is an old Italian saying, but this is what it is in English. At the end of the game, the king and the pawn go in the same box. Right, Daddy-o? You're damn right. Okay, ciao, ciao. Bam, love yous. Make it look like you're on my shoulder, Tino. Come on. Come on. No? There you go. No? Right up there. Arr!